Well, there we are, Dusty. We're all strapped on. That's a good load.
Yeah, that's good work there, YouTube guy. I'm gonna head this load over to the sawmill this time. I think we've put enough in the paper mill to know that's working, but right now we ain't got a way to sell the output. Might as well put everything into the sawmill. That way we can at least try and get rid of it and make a profit.
So what do you reckon? We just go and drop it off down by that big concrete complex behind us?
Yeah, that's the idea, YouTube guy. To be honest, I ain't gonna put too much thought into it. All I know is I'm gonna drop down some lumber, and in return we might get some money in our pocket. I don't think we want to go into it any more than that.
Yeah, I don't really want to wrap my head around it. I've got a stinking cold. I know you have. So I think we just get this over to the sawmill and maybe we get production underway. Just get this unstrapped. Okay, that's pretty good. So we got ourselves nearly 2,000 lengths of wood in the sawmill. That's brilliant. So we can start creating planks and furniture. So let's have a quick look where we are. I think we want to do planks first. Let's activate that. And just while we're here, the paper factory, we've got 5,500 units in there. We're not outputting anything at the minute because we know that we can't sell it. So we've decided just to keep hold of that in there. That just keeps things churning over. And as and when we get to a situation that we can use carton roll and paper, then we can start to turn a profit. But for now, I think if we're going to output wood, then that should be something we can sell over yonder.
You and I best get on our heels then, computer guy. We're gonna need a whole load of lumber if we're gonna make any form of money this month. We need to get some crops in the ground. So first thing we need to get our hands on is a plow. I don't think there's enough scrap metal around here for me to fabricate a plow, so we're gonna have to buy one.
Okay, so it's gonna be forestry work then, Dusty, yeah?
Absolutely.
We have started to fell trees just behind the sawmill. It makes no sense going all the way back to the old farm. Admittedly, that is where we managed to repair everything and fabricate our trailer, but right here makes sense to fell that one and then start to work on this small spinney here. The little old tractor will be fine, just hauling. So this is what we're going to get on with. Let me get this next tree down. Hopefully I will miss the tractor. That would be disastrous. And that is what I call spot perfect, woodsman. Spot perfect. That's all the branches pruned off. I'm just going to cut these roughly to length. Dusty, can you bring the trailer over? That should work as a nice guide now, so I want to go, let's get the chainsaw on, roughly about there I reckon. Yeah, that looks good, so let's do the same. Aye aye. Right, if we get these three on, Dusty can head those down while I start to cut the next load. Okie dokie, that's looking good. Let's get these strapped on. Let's jump on the back. Right. Dusty can whiz that down. I can continue to cut the rest of these. It's just a few more, I think, before Dusty gets back. That one I should be able to just pick up. Yeah, that's too long, but I'll drag that up here. That'll make life a bit easier. All good. So, before we load this on, I think we should have a little bit of a status check. Let's have a look at where we are. It's May, 7 o'clock in the morning. We've got lovely weather. I don't think we need to worry about our sleeping arrangements. It's nice enough just to sleep outside in this lovely, lovely landscape. But we still only have $216 bucks in the bank. Not that money really means anything out here at the minute. There's no economy whatsoever. So what we are planning on doing is getting some crops in the ground as soon as possible. We need to get some food in by the end of May, otherwise we are going to starve to death. We can't live on the scraps that are in the gas station over there for very much longer. Right, just lift this one in. There we go, that was heavy enough for one man. That's it, that is everything from this tree we've just felled. So we got the one that we did at the end of last month, and this one I've done just now. I reckon we probably do a couple more. That one definitely can go, and then we're going to have a mooch around the spinney and see what's going on up there. Looks like Dusty's felling trees. Lovely job, look at that. Right, let's go give him a hand. I think that's enough, YouTube guy. I may have built a well, but she ain't gonna take more than 3 of those massive logs. I'll run her down to the sawmill now. You carry on chopping. I've made a lovely job of that. I've just left one of those logs as a guide, managed to just about drag the big ones down. Obviously it gets easier as they get smaller, and so these should all be a good length to go on the back of the trailer. I tell you what though, it is hard work. I am thirsty, I've got a bit of a cold and just feeling a bit rough today, so I think I'm going to head over. Where's the nearest water tower? There was one over the back there. Maybe there's some drinks in the gas station. I don't think there were. I'm going to have a wander over. Dusty's down by the sawmill. I'll see if I can grab us something to eat and something to drink. I'm just going to go head over to the gas station, Dust, see if there's anything in there we can eat and drink. It's starting to get real hot out here now.
Yeah, we've been at it a couple of hours now. Gotta keep your fluids up, YouTube guy. Have a gander in the gas station though, see if you can't find something.
Yeah, I'm just going to head over there now. Alright, I'll see you in a bit. This place is starting to grow on me, I must admit. Let me have a quick look in the icebox. None of that is going to be edible. In fact, yeah, that's all melted and mouldy. Disgusting. There's nothing in there. There's no point going in there. There's nothing in the cola machine. I think I'm out of luck when it comes to anything decent to eat and drink from the gas station. Now, where did Dusty say that other water tower was? On the track in the way in. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's the water tower. Ah, there's an old barbecue there if we ever should need it. Ha! Barrels. Yeah, nothing around the back. I think Dusty's had a scope around here already. No, that is rusted tight. Not going to get anything out of that. I know there's water right back at the old farm. I don't really want to have to go all that way. Okay, don't worry. I'll find something.
While you two guys having a look for some water and something to eat, I thought I might come over here and have a look at this old farm machinery. You never know, something might be useful. Well, must say, this old combine here is looking pretty dead. Don't think this is something I can resurrect, but that old tractor behind's looking pretty promising. Well, things ain't looking too bad in here. As long as these seals hold, there's every chance the hydraulic's gonna work. And I reckon I can get this old V6 running. It might take a while, but I reckon she's salvageable. Oh, it ain't exactly the Ritz Hotel in here. Yeah, I got a good feeling about this old tractor. And if I can get this old thing running, we got something with a bit of power too. Gonna be more useful for felling and hauling trees than the old Red Devil we got over there.
I can see Dusty is floating around the old combine over there. I thought that was completely wrecked. To me, it didn't look like you'd ever do anything with it. Don't even think it's got any scrap value. Oh, well, you found Dusty. That's a funny looking truck.
Now that ain't a truck, YouTube guy. That's an articulated tractor. You might consider it to be the precursor to the JCB First Track, but it ain't.
Oh, right, yeah, I see what you mean now. Is it operational?
Well, not yet, YouTube guy. But there's every possibility if I get my hands on this thing, I might manage to resurrect her yet.
Well, it's not like we've got anything else to do around here, Dusty, apart from chopping trees down, and that's getting pretty tiring. So this could be a bit of a side project.
If I can knock it into neutral and we can get the old Red Devil over here, then we can use the little tractor to pull this one back up to the old farm. I might be able to get underneath and see if I can get her operational.
Hey! There's a chopper! Hey! Hello! Anybody?
Oh shit, YouTube guy, that could have been a rare opportunity right there.
Well, I've unhitched myself from our trailer. I'm not entirely sure whether this is going to work. I just don't think the farmer's got the grunt to pull that old piece of rusted machinery, but Dusty's the man who knows. If he can get it into neutral, then maybe it'll work. Worst case scenario, we'll just try and bring down tools down here and see if he can get it fixed in situ. Right now, I'm not entirely sure whether fixing a tractor is our highest priority, but staying sane definitely is. And I think this will keep everyone happy if we can find something that moves us along towards getting out of here.
Right on, YouTube guy. I did manage to knock her into neutral, and I reckon we'll be okay long as I can keep the revs down low on the old farmer here.
Okay, Dusty, and she's chained up, yeah? And you're happy with that?
Yeah, you did a pretty good job there. I'm happy with it. I don't think it's gonna slip. You want to get round the back and give her a bit of manpower as well?
You saying you want me to push from behind?
Yeah, you might as well, YouTube guy. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, Dusty. Give it a go.
Alright, on three. 3!
Yeah, she's going. Go, she's going, Dusty. Keep going. Right, Dusty, that's the chains off.
So what do you reckon, YouTube guy?
I'll be honest, Dusty, at this stage I don't know what to think. It looks like a rusted bucket of bolts as far as I'm concerned.
You gotta look beyond the damage, the mud and the paintwork. Underneath all that crap, there's a real workhorse. We just gotta tease her out nice and easy like.
Yeah, that may be so. I think that's definitely your remit and not mine, but anything I can do to help, just let me know.
Well, I'm gonna need time. If you reckon you can carry on just felling the odd tree here and there, keep the sawmill topped up, I reckon over time we'll manage to make some revenue there. That'll give me enough time to get this underway. At some point we're gonna need some heavy machinery. We also gonna need to get ourselves a plow, a cultivator, some way of seeding.
Okay, Dusty, yeah, I get it. There's a lot to get on with. Well, it's nearly 2 o'clock, Dusty, so I'll grab the little tractor then. I'll go do a couple more trees and stick it into this sawmill. And I'll see you back here, what, around 4 or 5 o'clock for a bit of tea?
Yeah, these tires are looking okay.
4 o'clock, Dusty, sound good?
I reckon we just need a bit of oil. I think these will be fine.
Alright, Dusty, I'll leave you here. See you in a bit. First thing I'll do is pick up the trailer, I suppose. Right, that's all hitched on. Let's head over to that spinny then. I want to leave these young trees alone. I really only want the big ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the big ones that are right in the middle and hopefully see if I can't drop them between the gaps, and then these smaller ones can grow up in between. So thinking a little bit about the local environment, leaving the farm all there well out the way so I don't drop a tree on it. I think this one bang in the middle is the one I want. So let me see if I can pick this one out. Look at the deer, they love it. Here goes nothing. Oh, that ain't too bad, I must admit. Yeah, that's pretty good. So I think the next one, this big one here is a bit close to this one. So I think it's going to be this bad boy over here. And if I could get him to fall this way, yeah, or even through the gap, let's give that a go. 2 trees would be enough. Oh, it's gone the wrong way. Well, that's okay. I think it missed that little tree there. Let's have a look out on the rocks. Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay, I'm just going to prune these off and I'll bring the tractor down. That's not a bad haul, I must admit. Let me unstrap these. And we can get them in. I'll have a quick check on the production. Well, you know what? It's looking really good. 9,000 lengths, and that's counting down. We've got 9,000 lengths of planks, 36 litres of wood chips, and 99 units of furniture. So we're getting there. I think we're going to get our first output real soon. A lot of these logs are smaller than I'd want them to be, but I just can't lift them on my own without Dusty's help, so I'm just having to cut them a bit shorter. That's fine, they all go in and all work at the end. That's everything. That's those 2 trees, all done, all carved up, loaded on the back, and it's looking pretty good now. It's about 5 o'clock, I said I'd pretty much wrap up from here. So I'm just going to strap these on, I'll get them down to the sawmill, and then I think I'll head back and see how Dusty's getting on. In all honesty, he reckons it's going to be a good few months until he can get that other tractor working. But at least it will give us something to do in the meantime. I'm hoping that if we can generate some income, then we can start to buy some machinery and we can start to carve out some form of life here in this forgotten wasteland.